I know this is a baseball show. We got Bo Porter here, former manager, but does anyone realize he played corner at Iowa, covering Joey Galloway? I do. All right, let's dive into some baseball stuff. As a former manager for the Houston Astros, myriad of years in the game, and I think you taught me some things on the backfields with the Atlanta Braves. So I want to dive into some situations that happened this week and just kind of walk me through how you would handle it in the dugout, what you're thinking, why they would be doing certain things. Okay, so let's start with Seattle against the Yankees on Tuesday night. We got a 4-0 game. Pause that for me real quick. We'll set the scene. We're not pausing? All right. We got a 4-0 game in this situation. Yankees are down. You got two veteran players on the base paths in DJ LeMahieu and Aaron Judge with Rizzo at the plate, okay? So kind of interesting, especially what's the first thing we always tell the kids, especially when I'm coaching them? Lefty at home plate. What does that do for the catcher?
It's open lane.
Open lane for him to throw to third base. What do we mean by that? I'll jump in real quick. When the catcher's got to throw through a right-handed hitter to third base, maybe he throws it a little skewy. When he knows he's got nobody, that guy's right here, I mean, it's clear shot. You wait your whole life to make that throw. So you can run this. You see Booney go up and want to talk to each guy. I guess my only question I would have for you, or question for Aaron Judge, was, did he know that DJ LeMahieu was thinking about potentially stealing third?
That's the first thing that I'm going to say. If you're the trail runner in that situation, and I think Booney's definitely going to talk to him about this, the trail runner should always get a good jump because you're watching the guy in front of you. So when you look at this situation, it actually looked like Judd hesitated when the lead runner took off. And had he not hesitated, he actually would have been far enough to second base to where his rundown would have taken place running back to first base, which would have given LeMahieu a better chance at actually scoring in that situation.
Hats off to the Seattle Mariners. Nobody panicked in that situation. Maybe Carlos Santana for a split second could have reached out and tagged Judge, but no one panicked, and they got DJ at home pretty easy. So that's just a situation you walk up to them. Even veterans make mistakes.
Yes, and the reason you want to talk about those situations, when you look at the New York Yankees, one, they have 8 guys in their lineup that can change the game with one swing. You do not want to give up outs on the bases if you are the New York Yankees. Furthermore, they're in this for the long haul, and they're looking to win it all. So Aaron Boone is not going to leave anything for chance. When these things happen, you want to step in, you want to address it, and you want to make sure moving forward that they understand your expectation as it relates to the situation that just happened.
Okay, you were a part of a rebuild, so I'm going to take you to Baltimore. Bring up the full screen for me, S-Rod. Take a look at this. July 3rd, they are 19-7. 4.9 runs a game, run differentials plus 35. Everything's looking up for them. And if you put eyes on them on a nightly basis, they have some athletic baseball players on that field now. Okay?
Yes.
But at the deadline, 2 games back in the wild card, they decide to take their franchise pillar, the guy who gives everybody a hug and who everyone goes to, because if you don't know where you stand in the room, I bet you they walk you right over to Trey Mancini's locker. And then Jorge Lopez as well. So, my question is, are you having a meeting with the boys, kind of getting them to understand the vision of what we're trying to do? And again, my hat's off to Mike Elias, their GM. He flew to talk to this team because he wanted them to understand. But how do you manage the expectations in a clubhouse when they think they still got a chance to grab a wild card spot?
The good thing about what's going on in Baltimore, I think everyone in the organization is realistic of exactly where they're at. It would have been very easy for Baltimore to get caught up in the emotion of overachieving and now get off track. They are right on pace of where they want to be. They understand they are a mid-market team and arguably the best division in baseball. We're not catching the Yankees. We're not ready to compete for a World Series. So we have to continue to execute this long-term plan that we have so that we can extend our window. Mike Elias had a lot of experience in Houston. Talk about the rebuild. And he understands exactly how to execute it. That's why when you look at that Houston Astros window of success, it expanded because they were able to stay patient and stick to the plan. And that's why I applaud the Baltimore Orioles of not getting caught up in all of the emotion and stuck to the plan of saying, we're going to see this thing through.
Okay. How do you handle guys getting drilled on your team?
Well, one of the things as a manager, your job is
He swings at this, by the way.
Your job is to diffuse.
Full swing, pot committed, he was going.
Your job is to diffuse situations. And in this situation right here, there's no intent to hit J-Rod. No intent whatsoever. So if you're the Seattle Mariners,
Golly.
especially given everything that happened in that series with the Angels and understanding
Exactly. And
that
I get it. They've been drilled more than the Houston Astros have been drilled.
There's no need for this. And there's no need for it because there was no intent. Your batter actually swung the bat. As a manager, if you're going to drill someone, it should be completely in retaliation of intent. And complete retaliation of intent, it's not even something that you need to make the whole ball club aware of. You literally go to the pitcher that you're giving the assignment to, you give him the assignment, you let him take care of it, and then I'll come to you, DeRo, and go, that was for you.
I'm giving away some dugout secrets right here, but I will never forget with the Atlanta Braves. There was a lot of hooting and hollering in the dugout about wanting retaliation. This was back in the late 90s. And Bobby Cox walked up and down that dugout and said, we will hit somebody when I say
exactly
we will hit somebody.
Exactly.
Not when you say.
Because this is what happens. Like you look at the situation in Anaheim.
I was like, whoa.
You look at the situation in Anaheim. If you start to announce it and you get everybody all revved up, that's how melees happen.
Yeah.
Because it's premeditated. Whereas as the manager, your job is to manage the whole situation, diffuse the situation. You're the Seattle Mariners. You're fighting for your playoff life. What if that turns into a bench clearing brawl and now you get 4 or 5 guys suspended again? It's understanding how to retaliate and when to retaliate. There has to be intent, and there was no intent there.